I don't know what you do with it. Makai, hush.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And this will be a touchback. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 10 black. Blaster, red, cycle, cut.
Love throwing to start us off. Yeah, that's going to be incomplete. Was back to start this one, so back to the huddle now for 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk. It was nearly a big play.
Yeah.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
I'm in the middle of a game.
Love out of the shotgun. He put everything he had into this one. Brought in inside the 20. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Ty Chandler to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
Ready. Spike, 33, yellow, set.
To the air, Lance. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. He dodged the tackle. Still going inside the 35. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Ready up.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Down, black shot. 50,
Shotgun now for Love. Short pass brought in. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And it'll give the Packers the 1st. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Yellow.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
To the air with Love. Pass into his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Check, smash. Stick. Let's set.
Love from the gun. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first
Number
and
ready?
10.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here, ready.
Back to throw, it's Lance. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up second and
Here we go.
5.
Double,
At
30,
the
20,
20-yard line.
45. Right, ready?
Looking to throw, Lance. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Black shot.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Lance. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Cardinals first down.
Set, hut.
First and 10 at the
Big
50-yard
red,
line.
yellow. Tito blue. Hut, hut.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready. Hut, hut.
First and 10 at the
Running from the pistol with Benson. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Ready, set.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
back at the 41-yard line.
Set. Set.
Now it's Lance. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. He works it down to the 37. Harrison Smith in on the stop.
A gain of 4.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment.
Here we go. Go. Here, yellow. 22. Black shot. Ready?
Throw here, third down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Packers 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
Ready.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. This one taken in by Kraft. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give the Packers the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Love now on 1st and 10. Buying some time right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, ready?
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
6, Madden. Here we go, set. Flag blue, black ultra. Ready?
Back to the air. Love. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Got his man. It's Golden. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind Samuel. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Completed to his running back. He's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and goal at the
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Set.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Packers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Chandler now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard
Cardinals
line.
into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Set.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He was brought down at the 28-yard
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
That'll be tossed. Here's Ty Chandler. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go. First down.
Benson on 1st and 10. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. No gain on the play.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Lance now. The Packers are all over it. He goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Green Jack. Here we go. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Pause, red. Set.
Here's Love to throw. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Thrown on 1st down, Love. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Steal. Chest steal. Let's cut.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The Packers take their 1st time out. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Down. Red. Grill green. Needle blue. Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one connects. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Leaving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Cardinals 14.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Chandler now on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. And he won't get to the 20. Out of bounds just before it around the 18-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the 2nd half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
To the air, Lance. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Back to throw, it's Lance. He's got Harrison. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He'll start from the 39. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Yellow, 43. Hut.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
Get
line.
ready. 10 black.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Strike blue. Let's go. Black ultra, 45. White. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Fits it through the middle. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Blue striker. Green jack.
A gain of 21
Jack
yards.
trail green.
1st down.
Black. 90
Packers.
set.
In the red zone on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Blue 32. Set hut.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. He's getting close, and they take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Strike. White.
Shotgun now for Love. Pass caught out right by Golden. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now begin this drive with Benson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Ready, set.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
10 cycles. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw Lance. Finds him over the middle. Well, this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Lance. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete.
Rail. Yellow.
Keyshawn Nixon on
Let's
the
go.
coverage.
45. White. Black ultra. Hut, hut.
Sticking to the air here. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Strike blue.
1st and 10 at the
Looking inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Chased out to his right. He's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our 3rd quarter. With him picking himself up after that sack. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing.
Got it?
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
Come on, ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So they got the lead back down to 1 score. Now it's all about locking in and recovering this kick. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. Well, the good news is still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while, and you see my brain just going to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
They gain 11 on that play, and it'll give the Packers the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space behind those completions outside the pocket.
Love now on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Okay, ready?
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Let's go now.
Throwing again, Love. He rolls to his right. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Ready.
Love on 3rd and short. Completed to his running back. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Chandler on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Lance. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Lance now. Throwing the out route complete. He gets loose down the right side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. It finds Adams downfield. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready.
From the red zone now. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
97.
It's a gain of 6.
3rd down from the gun. And the defender comes away with it. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Packers take over as he records the 40th interception of his career.
first drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
And he will take this all the way up near midfield.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. Not sure why they'd want to keep a rush for no gain, but that's what we just saw, Brock. They've declined the penalty.
You know, Kate, there's times as a parent, right, you want to teach your kids some tough lessons, but I don't think I've ever seen that on a professional football field.
The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Back to the line they come, second down.
Here we go, set. Black, 95. Blue, set.
Love from the gun. Short pass brought in. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. Not sure why they'd want to keep a rush for no gain, but that's what we just saw, Brock. They've declined the penalty.
You know, Kate, there's times as a parent, right, you want to teach your kids some tough lessons, but I don't think I've ever seen that on a professional football field.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers.
Okay.
Before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Packers close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. Throwing his love on third. Complete beyond the marker. He has the Packer first down. And Brock, that should be enough to win this game. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. So it's the